Hello, my name is Kevin Campbell. I'm an attorney in Mount Pleasant, and along with my daughter Suzanne and Michael Conrady, we help people who are in financial trouble to come up with a way to try to resolve their financial problems. There are a number of ways to resolve people's financial problems, everything from filing bankruptcy to doing a workout. And what we do is we take a look at their situation and we try to come up with the exact strategy. The purpose of this video is to talk a little bit about the process that you may go through. Of course, without specific information about you, it would be very difficult for me to come up with what are your particular options. We certainly would love to see you and meet with you to go over your financial situation and go over those options. If you want to do that, I would suggest that you either call our office, which is 843-884-6874, extension 222, or email us. The best person to contact would be Joanne, and her email address is jlamunion, LAMUNION, at campbell-law-firm.com. This information is also available on our website, www.campbell-law-firm.com. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all discuss some definitions I think are important as we spend our time together. The first definition I'd like you to know is a debtor. A debtor in our world is the person who owes the money. Creditors. Creditors are the people who are owed the money. We have three types of creditors. We have secured creditors, we have unsecured creditors, and we have priority creditors. And it's really important when you come in to see us that we put your creditors into one of those three categories. Secured creditors are creditors who have a lien on something you own. Normally the lien is consensual. You've agreed to give them a lien, like the mortgage on your home. It can be non-consensual, like a judgment, tax lien, mechanics lien. The concept, though, of being a secured creditor is that you're entitled to be paid, or you're going to be able to take the collateral back. The way you take certain collateral back, it depends on the type of collateral. Like, for instance, if you've got a mortgage on someone's home, you would foreclose the mortgage. If you do take the collateral back and you do foreclose, then if you are still owed money after the sale, the balance of the claim becomes unsecured. Now, unsecured creditors are generally going to be eliminated or greatly reduced if you file bankruptcy or if you do some type of workout. The third type of creditor is very important we understand who they are, because priority creditors need to be paid in a bankruptcy, or they'll be waiting for you when you exit bankruptcy. And a great example of a priority creditor would be taxes or family court obligations. Certain types of unsecured creditors also have the potential of being non-dischargeable. In other words, you'll come out of bankruptcy still owing that money, and those would include student loans and any debt you may have incurred within the 90 days of filing the bankruptcy. Another important definition is what we call property of the estate. When a bankruptcy is filed, an estate is created, and all assets of the debtor become property of the estate. Another extremely important definition is equity. Equity is the difference between what an asset is worth and the lien against it. So if you've got a home of $100,000 and you've got a mortgage of $90,000, the equity is $10,000. And then finally, the good definition to know as we spend our time together is something called an exemption. An exemption is, under state law, your ability to protect certain equity in certain assets. And it depends upon the state that you're from. In South Carolina, we have a number of very good exemptions. We have a home exemption of $53,000. That's your ability to protect $53,000 of equity in your home. If you own the home with a spouse, it's $106,000. All these exemptions are double if you own them with a spouse. Alternatively, you can have both. You can protect $5,350 in cash. In addition to the cash or home, you can protect $4,200 of value in your household goods. Of course, the value of your household goods is what we call OLV, orderly liquidation value. What could you get if you sold your household goods through the newspaper, on eBay, Craigslist? Same thing for jewelry, it's $1,075. A vehicle, $5,350. Tools of the trade are $1,600. Now, if you don't use one of those exemptions, or more than one of those exemptions in full, you can create for the unused exemptions up to $5,350, which is called the wild card. And then you could put that on anything. You could put that on a non-exempt asset like a boat, or you could add it to the exemption in your vehicle. Let's say you had a vehicle that was worth $20,000 and you owed $10,000 on it. You could protect $5,350, but that puts some equity at risk to your creditors. You could then add the wild card so that you could file bankruptcy, protect the vehicle. If you were to be sued and got a judgment entered against you, you could protect the vehicle from the judgment creditor.